Yeah, I would say what we've done to mitigate the challenges. It's really difficult for us to control all the market because in Vancouver, it's so hard. We've had a housing crisis long before the war started. And even locals have difficulties finding rentals these days, let alone people from Ukraine coming here with no funds, no means to support themselves. So we've been working with a couple of few developers who reached out to us. They offered their help um, in housing while they're waiting for like city permits. So they have these empty houses. They are ready to be demolished for the new construction. But in Vancouver, it takes so long to get a permit from the city. And that's one of the ideas, one of the options, to use those houses to provide accommodation for the newly arrived Ukrainians. Another option, I mean, it's just an emergency temporarily housing, is the hotels providing through organizations at the airport, such as Red Cross or Success, currently in Vancouver. So if Ukrainians arrive at the airport and they have nowhere to go, they can be placed at a hotel for a maximum up to 2 weeks as an emergency temporary housing. And for throughout those 2 weeks, they are supposed to find a short-term or long-term solution, which is almost impossible in Vancouver. For the last 5 months, we've been working hard, and we are so surprised by how our Ukrainian community ability to volunteer, to grow as a team, has become such a great success. So we've had this tremendous volunteer teams who managed to settle around 2,000 families in British Columbia for the past 5 months. And this is incredible. This is because these skills were not taught, or we were not trained by these skills. We still reach out to the public. We reached out through media. We asked the public to come out, whoever has free apartments or free accommodation, to help, because people are still arriving and they are looking for not only for free accommodation, but affordable accommodation would be a good option too. Because it's much easier to find employment in Vancouver for the temporarily displaced Ukrainians than the actual accommodation. And that's why sometimes people do have financial means and they are ready to rent, but they run into challenges like not having a credit history or references, so they can't secure proper accommodation. But that all the challenges, they are beaten by all the kind Canadians who step forward and offer their help